Welcome back. Melissa Rayberger is in the newsroom with more information on the breaking news, the chopper crash in the East River. Melissa.
Well, Martin, let's stay on these pictures because they're very dramatic. This is the response to a helicopter going down in the East River around 26th and FDR Drive, which runs the length of the east side of Manhattan. We understand that just a few minutes ago, a helicopter went down. There is a heliport on 34th Street, which is where you are seeing right now all of these emergency crews that have gathered at the scene. We are told that the helicopter went down with several people on board. We have not confirmed exactly how many, but we have confirmed that there are people in the water. There have been reports that some people have been 5 on board, I'm now being told. You can see a rescue boat heading in that direction. We have been told that there are people in the water. It is not clear whether they are swimming from the helicopter or if they are attempting a rescue for people who were on board the helicopter. But this is the response that we're seeing. WNBC does have its chopper on the way to what we're seeing right here. This is a view from a tower camera that is mounted on a building. Okay. We are hearing from the New York Times that it's confirmed that some of the passengers are conscious. Now, if this has just taken off, Martin, chances are it wasn't going very fast and it was probably flying very low, which has to be a good thing, especially now that we're hearing that some people are conscious. That is obviously the best kind of news that we can possibly hear today. Martin, it's also worth mentioning that, as you can see from these pictures, these waters are constantly filled with boats, ferries, and other kinds, because people are commuting from New York City to the boroughs. So as you see, there's a lot of activity in the water and on the ground. So hopefully if people are conscious and swimming from this crash, that there is help directly there for them. Obviously, this is going to be something that we're watching very closely. Okay, this is a new picture, which I believe to be from our WNBC helicopter. You can see this.
Melissa, as I understand it, there are a number of leisure helicopter operations on that side of the river that take tourists and visitors to the city around. Do you know, can you confirm if this was, as it were, a recreational helicopter in that sense?
I have not seen that exactly just yet. What we're hearing is that the helicopter went into the river right off of 34th Street. That's a helipad. It takes tourists out. It also takes commuters. Some people actually do fly back and forth to places like the Hamptons. So this heliport is used for various reasons. We don't really have any idea of what kind of helicopter this was. We do know that there were very few people on board, and that really doesn't tell us a whole lot. We haven't seen any pictures.
No, and in fact, the local NBC station, WNBC, is reporting that between 3 or 4 survivors were rescued following this incident.
Martin, what we do know so far from the police is that the chopper is submerged in the water. With 3 people pulled out, 2 people are believed to be trapped. The pictures that we're seeing, it doesn't look like it's far at all from that helicopter. So hopefully the NYPD has actually been able to get divers in the water very, very quickly. And judging from the response that we're seeing, that has got to be a real possibility.
It's often when you walk along either the east or the west side of Manhattan, it looks very attractive. But in fact, the East River has a fairly strong current, doesn't it?
Both of them do. Both rivers, the Hudson as well, have a very strong current, which is obviously a concern right here. You will talk to people who recreationally use the rivers, whether it's for kayaking or, for instance, the triathlon is held in the Hudson River, and they will tell you that the swim is the easiest part because the current is so strong they barely have to swim at all. But hopefully they do have a good, solid location on where this chopper went down. The good news is that 3 people have been rescued and are conscious from what we are understanding. The bad news is that we do understand that 2 people are trapped in that submerged helicopter. But like I said earlier, this response is enormous, and it was very, very quick. This happened just a short while ago.